We are in the Pacific Northwest as we get set for football at CenturyLink Field here in Seattle. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Seattle Seahawks.
Greg Zuerlein set to kick off.
It's the final 3 weeks of the season. Still plenty to play for here as we're underway in Week 15. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
At their own 17-yard line.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 16-yard line.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Wilson. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
Little trouble thus far on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 11. From the gun, it's Wilson. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. They may have thrown the interception, obviously less than ideal, but I think they also sent a message that they're going to push the ball downfield in this one.
Yeah, not afraid to take their shots right away, huh? What was that, like a 9-9-9 route? 9 meaning go? Just went ahead and went for it. Didn't work out so well because it certainly appeared the defense was prepared. But I'm with you. Okay, so it didn't work this time. Doesn't mean we won't try it again later.
And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Chris Godwin, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Bucs have taken a first quarter lead. And that one gives the Bucs a 7-0 lead.
Makes the score Buccaneers 7, Seahawks nothing. Greg Zuerlein set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. Taken in the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
It's a gain of 9.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
Touch Missy, touch Missy. 56, right there, 56. Keep it up, defense, keep it up, guys. 56 the mic. 56 is the mic.
Now Wilson on first down. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up second and 10. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You foresee incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
12. Let's go, B, let's go. Hey, let's get there. March 47. March 47. Tackles. Let's go, 4 down. March 47. Silver.
On 3rd down, Wilson going for Metcalf on the deep ball. Incomplete. Both players were there offensively and defensively, but it falls incomplete.
Every offense tells you they want to come out and start fast. That's not unusual at all. But this group, they've yet to get much rolling through their first 2 drives. It looks like they have to give up the football again after this one.
This will be fielded at the 17. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense.
34-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. Look, they're on the road, so getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
At the 34-yard line.
On 2nd and 9, Mariota airing this one out for Evans. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line.
Well, if you go by the numbers, you'll find as the temperature goes down, so does the passing efficiency. And now that we're in December, even the routine throws are going to be harder for the quarterbacks. And this one, it winds up getting picked off.
They'll run on first down. Carson. Brought down by Nate Gehring.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left them no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. Jason Pierre-Paul. That is one he will remember. It's sack number 85 of his great career, moving him past Hall of Famer Howie Long on the all-time list. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And he will take this across midfield and down to the 48-yard line.
Intercepted.
First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7. On the Seahawks 45-yard line.
On play action, Mariota. It's complete to Chris Conley. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first?
First down.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Mariota. This is caught. Gronkowski. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Seahawks, nothing.
From the gun, Mariota. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. They are in an interception mood on defense. Had 2 nice interceptions a week ago. Now 2 here in the first half.
Yeah, we call it ball hawking. And the only way to truly be good ball hawks is not guessing. It's not just simply anticipation. It's studying and understanding what they like to do and beating them to the spot and creating big plays.
Well, they're watching the film, and it's working. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down.
At the 23-yard line.
Now it's Carson. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
6-yard pickup.
Well, I think after that run, the defense is getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them? And do I have enough confidence to make a play?
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 3.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative. But you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is just going to gang up on the run and shut them down.
The Seahawks on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This time it's 3rd and 3. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. It's a first down following a gain of 3. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
At the 34-yard line.
Wilson after the play fake to Carson. They'll roll him out right. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
And he's taken down. It's a gain of 3 from the 17 to the 20.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and forever. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. Dangerous spot for them to cough it up. Lucky to have recovered, because had the defense gotten it, they were already within a shadow of the goalpost.
Yeah, and then you're yelling at your own defense. Sudden change, sudden change. That's not what you want to hear on your sideline. That means you got to run out there and try and stop an offense who has the ball in a very advantageous position.
47 yards on the punt that time, just 1 yard on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And 2 interceptions already here in this first half. It's got to affect him a little bit, right? He's got to be thinking about it.
He's got to be thinking about it, but most of the good ones, they find a way to put it aside. They're not happy about it by any stretch of the imagination. They find a way to put it aside and continue to play their game.
Can he put it aside? Let's find out. Mariota now on 2nd down. A pass underneath for Fournette. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
Tampa Bay.
2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
Now we're at the 41, 2nd and 9.
At the Seahawks.
Working out of the gun, Mariota. That's out to his running back, Fournette. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 22-yard line. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
The Buccaneer first down.
Mariota on first down. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And a very good return as he takes us all the way up to the 35-yard line. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December, right? It is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
They'll start out on the ground with Carson. A gain of 3, second down.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
This defense not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. They came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down. And he's got room. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And that is incomplete. Jared Cook, the tight end, was the target. But it's going to be second down. Earlier in the quarter when the defense was keying on the run, you said offensively they need to open things up, take some shots downfield. Didn't work there, but they did.
Yeah, I'm not going to change my tune now. I still think it's the right play because when you take those shots downfield, you open the eyes of the defense to what you could do to them, and that may open some things up for you offensively.
He'll find Metcalf. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 30. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. To throw again is Wilson. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Their own 10-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. You're under 30 seconds to go. Field position not great. Time to call it a half, wouldn't you say?
Well, you know we all have that little extra gene that says let's push the envelope a little bit, right? What needs to be going through the play caller's mind right now, a potential fumbled snap that can get returned, a strip sack that can get returned, right? Any of those types of plays, that should be a deterrent to calling something that could get you in big trouble.
Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw again, Brady. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Brady's pass. Intercepted. The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at the 15-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. After the interception, here's Wilson. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Buccaneers. They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 2-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go for verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
The Bucs with a lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Brady and the Bucs now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Out of the gun, he'll throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
It's a gain of 20.
The big play to start him out. Has him at the 45 already. Now Leonard Fournette. Give the tackle to Hassan Reddick.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 36. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 36. From the gun, it's Brady. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7.
Complete to Chris.
Give him 30 yards there.
1st and goal.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Second down and goal. Brady. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4.
And that's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
To throw on 3rd down, Wilson. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Levante David. And he will score. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. So a dangerous pass over the middle into zone coverage, and it bit him hard.
And what's really difficult when you throw it in that direction and versus that zone, that means the linebackers have gotten to their spot, gotten their heads back around, and they can see the quarterback and everything in front of them. And they took big advantage of it, went the other direction. Excellent blocking, and picked up a touchdown.
Now Zuerlein on to add the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0.
Makes the score Buccaneers 14, Seahawks nothing. Greg Zuerlein set to kick off.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Here's a handoff to Carson to begin the drive. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. On 2nd and 11 now. Wilson going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
14.
Now Wilson. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Give him 32 on the play.
Still all sorts of time left in this game, and you'd like to be able to say take it one play at a time. But the truth is, they're probably going to have to hit on a few big plays in the passing game to close this gap, and that's a good start right there.
He lets it fly for Lockett. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
The deuce is wild here. 2nd down and 2 with just about 2 minutes on the clock. They'll look to run with Dallas. And he will take this one in for a Seattle touchdown. DJ Dallas with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Seahawks have made this a one-score game. That's going to set him back 5 yards. He'll try it again now after the 5-yard walk-off. And that one makes it 14-7.
Is good. Makes the score Buccaneers 14, Seahawks 7.
This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Pretty important 3rd quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 1st down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Working from the gun, it's Brady. Flush to his right. Airing this one out for Evans. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
They've been trying and trying, but they haven't sacked him yet. He's been able to get away and make plays. Tried to make another one downfield right there, but to no avail. They'll have to keep up the pursuit, though, and not let him get hot.
The throw on second down by Brady is incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
On 3rd down, Fournette. And he'll be taken down well before the first at about the 36-yard line. It'll be a gain of 4, but it won't be enough. It leaves him with a 4th down now. Here's Bradley Pinion now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Returnable for Lockett. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments. Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
They go backwards there 2 yards, and 2nd and 1 is now 3rd and 3.
It's now 3rd down and 3.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Seahawks on 3rd down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. Here it's 3rd and 3. Now a toss play. It's Carson. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Maybe I'm like the old rule.
Some indecision on what to do, and they're going to get a delay. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. The Seahawks will go for it. It's Wilson. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And he's got the 1st down yardage before being taken down at midfield. They're able to keep the drive alive, 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. On 1st down, it's Carson. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
Right at the line of
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
47's the mic.
From midfield now, here's Wilson. And now here is another interception. Picked up by Lavonte David. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line.
First and 10.
Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. Line of scrimmage, the 43 on 2nd and 4.
At the 43-yard line.
Shotgun now for Brady. And, boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
Chris Godwin.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit, and it forced an incompletion.
Complete.
His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down.
First down, Buccaneers.
Fournette, a first down carry. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line.
The tackle
The tackle there by Quandre Diggs.
A gain of 2.
The objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to...
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers.
Down the carry.
Leonard Fournette hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead.
The kick
It's good, and it is now 21-7.
Buccaneers 21. Seahawks 7.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
At their own 16-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run.
And got his man complete. Philip Dorsett by himself. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Philip Dorsett, his first touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks able to make this a close game again.
No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting, but I am excited about this, and I know you are too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. This thing's not done. And the Buccaneers able to recover. Their hands team does its job. Down the numbers. There he goes. And he will score. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. A very rare kickoff return on an onside kick. And the Bucs are going to add on to their lead. He's got it as they double up the lead. This one's now 28-14.
28. Seahawks 14.
So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. And this carries into the end zone. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
Take over first and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And look at this. They come right back with a big shot downfield. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Tyler Lockett with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Seahawks have made this a one-score game.
The kick is...
So that's a really big play here in the fourth quarter. And don't look now. They're right back in this game.
Did it feel to you, as it did to me, that maybe they were a little bit soft in what they were lining up with on defense? Almost like they were protecting the lead rather than trying to make a play.
And now that lead is down to just one score.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. We've got a one-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. They'll try and run some clock with Fournette. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively.
2 yards on the pickup.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll run it again with Fournette. And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Brady to throw. And that will be incomplete.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
The punt team on now as Pinion sends this one away. Now it's Lockett. Now on the return. Oh, no, the ball is loose. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. Well, obviously, you never want to fumble, but if you do, good to be towards the sideline and saves them the possession.
Saves the embarrassment, saves it going down on the play sheet as a turnover. But I still think it should go to the defense, even if they don't recover it. If you give up the football, you gave up the football.
Agree to disagree, I guess.
Can you tell what I played?
Yeah, Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. Fortunate to get that football back. It's trailing here in the second half. Last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity, because it could have been lost there. Their chance to score points. But the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession. Partner, they're less than 2 minutes to go in the game, which means that this challenge was initiated by the fellas in New York.
And if you're the coach, you're thinking, thank you, New York. Here's Wilson. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Tyler Lockett was the target there. And now it's 3rd down.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
3rd and long. It's Wilson. He's going to let it fly. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by Sean Murphy-Bunting. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. The number 7 usually lucky here. Not for him. 7 picks he's thrown in this game. That's only happened 6 times since 1960.
And I know that the most recent time it happened, the guy who threw him, he had won a Heisman Trophy in college, so sometimes you just have a lousy game. It doesn't necessarily mean it's a bad career. But when you're talking about one game, 7, you're right, not lucky at all.
Yeah, Ty Detmer, the last to do it in 2001, to throw 7 picks. So fire the cannons. It's a victory here for Tampa Bay. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense that it was much more of the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the first half. They made the adjustments necessary, went away from that, and then they got it together, got a spark, and then took off. It's really nice to watch in the second half.
So for Tampa Bay, they're not going to go quietly here as the win moves them now to 8-6 on the year. And they'll get another road test next week as they have to go to New Orleans to take on the Saints. Meanwhile, for Seattle, their playoff hopes take a hit as they drop to 7-7. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves next week at home against Jacksonville. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.